Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. The same Bitcoin it's always been. No, it didn't switch a year ago. Yeah. Today is August the 1st, 2018. Deferral of gratification, unconfiscatable, offended by selling. Strong hand, people. Bitcoin, this game is not rigged. All right. Yeah, Bitcoin is where the big boys play. A year ago, there were a lot of people panicking, though. A lot of FUD was in the air a year ago. Oh, yeah. Doesn't Phil Collins have a song about that or something? Anyway, and so a lot of you won't remember this, but yeah, the Bcash fork, the first crypto dividend, it was born on this very day. And some people thought, oh, this is going to be the real Bitcoin, or everything's going to crash. All the price is going to go down. There was a lot. I mean, and everyone had a different theory on what was going to happen. So yeah, there was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of doubt. There was a lot of fear. We call that FUD. But it passed. Everything passed. Now look back on it a year later. What was there to worry about? Bitcoin doesn't care if you fork off of it and form a crypto dividend. These crypto dividends turned into really positive things. Bitcoin doesn't care. And I just remember, I mean, we can all remember where we were. I was in Brisbane and I got on a plane to go back to the United States. So I was basically on planes for the entire July 31st to August 1st period. It was crazy. It was also Tisha B'Av then. The worst day of the Jewish year. So there were reasons to worry, but no, it turned out great. So this is just a lesson in patience, people. You know, there are gonna be a lot of there are rocks in the road, okay? There are gonna be distractions. It all passes. So think, if you were around back then, think back to back then and just say, you know, could anything be that big again in terms of fear, uncertainty, and doubt? That there's going to be a new Bitcoin. I mean, just put it all in perspective. So with all that being said, we do have some, well, first of all, I'm wearing a shirt. It says Satoshi. I wore this yesterday, but I forgot to say it's from Cryptoids. I've worn it before, but I always like to point out it says Satoshi in Japanese and, you know, Satoshi Nakamoto. You know, we're talking about the real Bitcoin, yeah. And we're talking about something not having a founder that can be found, who's now anonymous. All the other coins are centralized in that way. They have founders that can be blackmailed and such. So pound that like button if you're happy with the situation you are in now, a year after all that craziness. And if you're new, well, go look up what was going on. Check out some of the old school people that are on my show and on the World Crypto Network and everything like that. So where are we here? Where the big boys play, of course. So, okay, this is a tweet from Jameson Lopp. Today, Bitcoiners celebrate their independence from miner governance via user-activated soft fork, while Bcashers celebrate their independence from Bitcoin via miner governance. The unfortunate truth is that Bcash will never be fully independent of Bitcoin as long as it's trying to become Bitcoin. So I don't think everybody in the Bcash camp is trying to become Bitcoin, but he's absolutely right. It isn't independent of Bitcoin until, you know, the centralized figureheads there stop preaching that, you know, stop trying to make it out to be Bitcoin, you know. So, I mean, that's an interesting perspective. Check out that link below. Everything I talk about in the show is linked to below. DisruptMeister.com to see the archives of all the videos. Yesterday's show was great. All the shows are great here. So here's another tweet. One final note on this anniversary. The only thing Bcash, and this is from Whale Panda, the only thing Bcash did prove was Bitcoin's anti-fragility. Honey Badger really doesn't care what your altcoin is doing. The Bitcoin cypherpunks just keep writing code. So there you go, people. If you've got a Ripple obsession, if you've got an EOS obsession or IOTA obsession, Bitcoin doesn't care. You know, you can create FUD about you. Bitcoin is the next Bitcoin. That's what was proven from all of this. Check out that link. Hey, I've been doing the shows early. Tomorrow I leave Edmonton. I'm in Edmonton. I go to Boise. Canada has been great. Alberta, Edmonton, Calgary, Red Deer, all of you are great. But so the show will be early tomorrow again, hopefully around 10 a.m. Mountain Time, which is noon on the East Coast. But Fridays this week in Bitcoin will be at 7 p.m. So there's going to be a big gap between Thursday and Friday's show. But Friday's show will be from Boise. This week in Bitcoin, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have some great guests. 2 new ones, hopefully. Nick Bhatia will hopefully be on to talk about the Lightning Network. And and another new guest. I'm working on some things. It's going to be great. Tune in 4 p.m. on Friday. But, of course, tune in tomorrow. And that's Eastern Time. Tune in tomorrow at noon. Excuse me, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, 4 p.m. in LA. And then Thursday is whatever. Just tune in. Thursday is noon on the East Coast. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, and I'll be in Boise. We're having an event in Boise on the 8th that is linked to below. LA is on the 11th. That is also linked to below. Philadelphia on the 18th is linked to below. And you get a discount code. Matt Odell tweets out, new email from chain analysis below. Cross-chain shapeshift transaction tracking is live. Okay, now what does that mean for you, for all you people who still use shapeshift? You shouldn't, because of the guy behind it was, he was big into these. He wasn't too keen on Bitcoin being Bitcoin. But a lot of people try to, have privacy. They switch their Bitcoin to a Monero or their Bitcoin to a Litecoin or back and forth. Well, now chain analysis is going to be able to figure out who you are, even if you do it through Shapeshift, okay? So if you think you weren't anonymous and then you go through Shapeshift to become anonymous by switching to another coin, that's not going to work. Chain analysis will track you. So a lot of people don't like chain analysis. I mean, they're making money out of breaking people's privacy. But Matt Odell points out, rather than direct anger towards chain analysis, we should instead ask how we can make it so their tracking is impossible. Privacy improvements should be the #1 priority for Bitcoin stakeholders. And there we go, people. Bitcoin needs to become more private. This is something that we've talked about before. This is going to be a big issue, as a second layer solution, whatever. How is Bitcoin going to become more private? It's going to become bigger and bigger. Privacy is very important. But again, you can take personal responsibility yourself and try to be as private as possible. Again, if you've already bought from Coinbase, and as I have, no, you're not private. You're not private. So, but there's ways. There are ways. You take the personal responsibility to learn how to do it, or just don't complain about it. And I'm a person. I don't. You know what? I know I bought from Coinbase. I can't complain. I gave up my privacy. So they know how much I have. And of course, the IRS knows how much I have, of course. But then again, remember, everyone, since I'm a long-term thinker, a long-term holder, I'm not selling at I've never sold for fiat. It doesn't matter. I haven't had to pay any taxes. I haven't sold for fiat. There you go. There you go, right there. So that's enough. I mean, if you're concerned about your privacy because of the IRS or whatever, then just hold your Bitcoin. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. All right. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, It's not too private. If you got it from Coinbase, they're trying to play any games. So what else do we have? Oh, Andy Hoffman joined in on the defining Bitcoin success train that Andreas had a video about, I talked about, and I linked to Andy Hoffman's Steemit post below. For him, it's liberty, and liberty is a pretty nebulous term there. So he goes into that. What defines Bitcoin success, liberty? All right. So again, you can follow me at TechBot on Twitter, on Steemit, on Bitcoin Meister. Get your Trezor and your shirts below. This is a Cryptoids.com shirt. All right, and again, disruptmeister.com. You can see all my old shows. So there's a guy, the Stalwart tweets out, enterprise blockchain is sputtering, investment slowing down, projects unable to gain traction. And he links to a Bloomberg article. Blockchain, once seen as a corporate cure-all, suffers slowdown. Oh, surprise, surprise. Private blockchains are just like the intranet in 1997. Okay? A lot of people back in the 90s or whatever were just like, it's intranet, not internet. And just like now, it's like, we're going to have our own private blockchain. Who cares about Bitcoin? Come on, guys. And now Bloomberg has an article about how it's sputtering. Of course, the corporation should just have a database. They shouldn't be messing around with blockchains. It's unwieldy. It's not efficient. It's not what they deal with. Bitcoin, okay? We need the blockchain for Bitcoin, not for, it's Bitcoin, not blockchain, people. So don't be distracted by the crypto noise saying that, hey, you got to have your own blockchain. You got to have your own private blockchain, centrally controlled. And again, this is not going to stop countries from having their own private blockchains. But corporations are just finding out that it was just a buzzword, that blockchain was a buzzword that they blindly bought into. And whatever, they've got money to blow, I guess. Some of them do. They really shouldn't. Their shareholders should be unhappy that they spent money on blockchain research when they should have just bought Bitcoin. That would have been a better corporate investment than trying to figure out how to blockchain everything. They should have just bought a Bitcoin when they started talking this nonsense. Pound that like button. All right, deferral of gratification, people. Again, that's what I think that was a lesson that could have also been learned a year ago. Like if you started panicking, like, I'll cash in now. Yeah, I'll sell my Bitcoin now. No. You should have just waited it out and had the faith, the conviction, and said, you know what, I'm going to put this off because I know in the end this is all going to turn out all right. And again, you were getting Bitcoin and Bcash, so you were going to win no matter what, right? I mean, you could have thought of it that way too. You could have deferred your gratification on that. Anyway, we knew it was going to be all right. And again, the next crisis that comes up, just remember, Bitcoin, it's the honey badger. It doesn't care. All right. So yeah, what else do we have here? Tour de Meester says, what the heck was that? Okay. I don't even know what that. All right. So the Tour de Meester says, Bitcoin is digital gold in the eyes of a growing subset of the population. To some extent, this group already operates on a Bitcoin standard. Yeah. Investments are evaluated on their ability to yield a return in Bitcoin. Now, again, that's valuing your wealth in Bitcoin. He's kind of getting into that realm of where the altcoiners say, I'm just trying to get more Bitcoin. All right. At least they're valuing their wealth in Bitcoin, okay? But there's a growing group of people that are just, their investments are about getting more Bitcoin. Can this yield me more Bitcoin? And for me, it's just as simple as just holding on to your Bitcoin. One Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. You'll end up with more Bitcoin. You'll sell those crypto dividends for Bitcoin. All right. We've got one final thing. Convenience versus conviction. All right. So I mentioned before that eventually, in terms of private blockchains, the governments will come up with their own coins. Okay, centrally controlled altcoins that are federal coins. So in the United States, the dollar will become Fed coin. You know, they will control it. They'll be able to turn it off, on, and all that stuff. But it will be very convenient. They're going to sell it as convenience. Like, hey, when you're commuting to work and you go through the toll, we'll just subtract Fed coin from you. We'll subtract us a few dollars. It'll be automatically built into every car that is made in the United States of America. Look how convenient it'll be for all you commuters who go to work every day for an hour. You travel. Look at this. And indeed, like, a lot of people are going to buy into it and be like, yeah, this is convenient. Why should I get into the Bitcoin? I'll just buy, I'll stick with my Fed coin. Look, it's just deducted from everything automatically. All right, yeah. So again, Fed coin will be for all the commuters out there. The commuter ants that sit all day long at their desk jobs and sit in their cars unhealthy. And, you know, it's all about commuting. It's all about, you know, just getting that money to get by, get enough to get by and just play by the rules, be part of the machine. But then there'll be the 20%ers with conviction who will just be like, okay, you can have your Fed coin. I'm doing my business in Bitcoin. My commute is I get up when I want to. I get on a plane, go to a different city. Maybe I'll work some, maybe I'll play some, maybe I'll travel some more. So that's the difference. And I stand for something. I stand for Bitcoin. I stand for not fitting in, for, you know, uncensorable. I can send my Bitcoin anywhere. I can't send my Fed coin to people that the government doesn't approve of. And if I do, they'll take away all my Fed coin. So I was just thinking about that the other day, the commuters of the world with their Fed coin versus the guys that just jump on planes or just maybe disappear for a year. Who knows? When you're in Bitcoin, you can do anything. You can go your own way. Those who go their own way with Bitcoin, those who commute with Fed coin, and it's convenience. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the link section below. CryptoCoinCon.com. Bitcoin Meister 45 is the $45 ticket price. I'll be there with Ken Bozak in Philadelphia on August 18th. More reminders to come. Pound that like button. See you guys later. Bye.